BT19 BT20 version 2 brings more support finally for Imperialdramon virus mode, which if you're keeping up with the comic of Liberator, which I am also doing, if you want to take a look at that, go ahead. But they actually just introduced this Imperialdramon Dragon Mode Ace. This fighter mod hasn't come about yet, I think. But yeah, so let's just talk about the support. I threw in Zephagamon in here because it's only 2 cards. So we'll also talk about that as well. Let's kick it off. We have a new Digi-Egg, Demi-Vmon. This Digimon with 4 or more Digivolution cards gets 2000 DP. Now, will this actually be used in the purple deck, especially over the Minomon? By trashing 1 card, delete one of your opponent's level 3. This one gives you DP. Maybe not. I still think you're probably going to see Minomon play over this Demi-Vmon for the red and purple Imperialdramon. New Vmon, on play, by trashing 1 card in your hand, give one of your opponent's Digimon. On deletion, lose 1 memory until the end of their turn. It's okay. Inherent Retaliation. Still think the old Wormmon is better because it's a searcher. Reveal top 3 cards, add 1 purple red card with free, and then you trash 1? Yeah, trash 1. So it builds your trash and gets something in your hand, which is what you want to do with this deck, especially because you end up using the Shadramon, the Flamedramon, or the promo Shadramon to help you play stuff or Digivolve from the trash. So could see some play with it, but I probably won't use it. I'll probably keep the majority of my rookie lineup that I do have. This is a deck profile. I haven't made a video on this because yeah, but this is a deck profile that I have for current virus and Imperialdramon. This Wormmon is just nuts. Obviously, that Vmon being able to draw and trash, or trash and draw. The new Vmon we have, your turn. When any of your purple Digimon are played, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the free trait in the hand with the Evo reduced by 1. That's good. I think this is good. This will be good putting it in the breeding area, moving up, playing a Wormmon, especially this one, because now I think they can both go into level 4s, but you're not really going to need it if you're running the old Shadra or Flamedramon that lets you Digivolve the other one for level 4, and then you'll Digivolve into the other one that lets you DNA. So overall, this card is good. And then the Inherit gives you the Digimon 2000 DP, so I think we will see some play with this Vmon for sure. New Stingmon, just purple, but you can Digivolve over red, so it's not bad. On play, and when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon, then if it's your turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card with Imperialdramon in its name, or the free trade in hand. It's actually not bad, because a lot of the times, one of the issues with this deck was you wouldn't have, if you have one, you wouldn't have the other one to proc off the DNA when you Digivolve. So this one, you can just drop it after you have another level 4 that's red. That's a downside of this one. It's only purple. If it was red and purple would be nice, because then if you have 2 Stingmons, you could DNA with them with each other, but you can't. So this is just kind of helping you DNA on the spot. So you could Digivolve into the old ones, or even if you have the Shadramon, play out another Vmon or Wormmon, and then that you play this one. Oh, I wonder if, no, he's not purple, so he wouldn't so play anyway. But yeah, and then you could go into the Stingmon, and even though if it passes your turn, it'll still be your turn, so you'll still resolve these 1 Digivolving effects, which you could pop a level 3 and then DNA and then go from there. So I could see it being used. Oh wow, I just realized this is a whole 2-card artwork, the X Vmon and the Stingmon. X Vmon, this one deletes, it's on play, and when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Then if it's your turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA into a Digimon card with Imperialdramon in its name, or the free trait in hand. I'm thinking this could be used for, no, I would say like a selfie deck, but you can't Digivolve over yellow, so probably not. So same thing as a Stingmon does, but Stingmon deletes to level 3, which that could be better because it's a rare case where a level 3 might have 4k, you want to be able to pop with the XVmon. The Inherit gives you 2000 DP. Let's move on to the new Dino Bee, has a DNA Digivolve purple level 4 and a red level 4 for 0. On play and when Digivolving, you may return 1 Digimon card with Imperialdramon in its name or the free trait from your trash to the hand. Okay, get to recycle 1. All turns when any of your Dino Beamon or Imperialdramon would be returned to the hands or deck, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into Imperialdramon Dragon Mode in the hand. Be returned to the hands or deck. That can be good. Now, if it was gonna say like deleted, then you can use this one with the old Dino Beamon. Play this one, give this one a rush. And talking about this Dino Beamon right here. Give that one rush. So now if that one gets deleted or returned to the hand or deck, then you can DNA, and that way it kind of makes you get that free extra check-in. Inherit, your Digimon doesn't activate security effects on option cards it checks. That's good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're gonna see play from this Dino Beamon. Imperialdramon. On play when Digivolving, same thing, DNA a red level 4 and purple level 4 for 0. For the turn, one of your Digimon gains piercing and gets 4k. Oh, that's pretty good. Then this Digimon may attack. Oh. All turns, when any of your Imperialdramon Dino Beamon will be deleted, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. Inherit of security attack +1. I do like this. See, this one is when it would be deleted. Oh. The downside is that they don't play each other, right? Like the old ones play each other. These don't. But you DNA from the hand, which this Imperialdramon might be better than the Dino Beamon, because more than likely you're going to be deleted, not really be bounced back to the hand or deck. Having both of them on the field would be badass, because now no matter what happens, you get deleted, you trigger Imperialdramon, they both DNA. If you get bounced, you trigger Dino Beamon, then they... Not well, it has to be in your hand. But you get what I'm saying. You would have to have the other one in your hand. I definitely think might use this Imperialdramon. But like I said, the level 5s were, I feel like they're already pretty good. Right, because you have the Dino Beamon, when you DNA, you can play another level 5 or lower card for free from your trash without paying the cost. Then it gains rush and can attack player. Partition is just so good to have. I still think we're going to see 4 of these Dino Beamons. This Imperialdramon isn't bad, but it's pretty good because it kind of does the same thing as Dino Beamon, but it plays only Dino Beamon when you DNA, which is totally fine. So I don't know how we're really going to utilize these two, because it seems like a bit of a downgrade. Like I said, it's good in the sense of when you can't play out the other one and it's in your hand, which happens a lot. Because the old ones play them from the trash, right? You may play one from the trash, play it from the trash. So this just adds on if they're in the hand. Maybe like 1 or 2 of the Imperialdramon. Alright, let's go into the ace. On play and when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 11,000 DP or less. Then if DNA Digivolving, this Digimon may Digivolve into Imperialdramon Fighter Mode in the hand or trash without paying the cost. This card is very good. Let me tell you why. Because now you can blast during your opponent's turn when they attack, right? And not to mention, you can go into any Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. It doesn't specify the colors, so you can go into another ace. Oh, no, you do that. But you have the on play, you can return cards to the hand, right? But you get my point. You can use other Imperialdramons, not necessarily the red and purple ones only, which can be good. You could use the other one, which could be beneficial. The one that gets Fightermon. Oh, my computer's tweaking. You could utilize this one that gives itself blocker. So in case you don't pop a Digimon when you attack, you can boom go into this one, give it a DP, security attack +1, and blocker. Not bad. Well, let's see what the new one does. The new fighter mode has raid and piercing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was introduced in the Liberator. I remember now. I literally just read it. When digivolving, your opponent can play Digimon or Tamers by effects until the end of their turn. Then, if Imperialdramon Dragon Mode is in its sources, trash your opponent's top security card. All turns, once per turn. When your opponent's security stack is removed from, delete one of their Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. This is actually better than you probably think, because there's a lot of effects, and then in the Liberator, when this card was used, the Necromon had all these on deletion effects and was gonna play out like a level 5 and then go back into a Necromon, play out a level 4. Couldn't do that. So a lot of Digimon do have on deletion effects where they would play out other Digimon. So this prevents it from doing that. You have the raid and piercing as well. So it's actually pretty great. And then of course the piercing will go through with that Digimon if you do attack. And now security is removed, and then you get to pop another Digimon. It's actually great. Not to mention, if the DP is increased, right, by the, I think last was at 13, 15 VMon, another 2000, that's what, 17? So you can pop something with 17,000 DP or less. It would have been nice if it said any of their Digimon, so it kind of be like a blanket, you just add it up. That'd be crazy. Let's take a look at the option card, Emperor Dragon of Calmality. Some main effect: you may play one free trait Digimon card from your trash with the play cost reduced by 5. Then place this card in the battle area, reduced by 5. So you could end up even. So I guess this is how you could hard drop this one, but you won't do the DNA part of the effect. You can hard drop these, which makes sense why they have on play effects now. So this is how they could be better, because now you're playing a reduced cost of 3. You're for play cost of 6, right? 3 from here, then -5. You have to have 3, if I'm not mistaken. You're using it for 6, and then now you could essentially trigger their all turns if they do proc, going into DNA and going into the ace again. Or if they attack you, just blast and go into the DNA. So it's not a bad option card. When your opponent's security stack is removed from delay, you may play one Imperialdramon Dragon Mode from any of your Imperialdramon Fighter Modes Digivolution card without paying the cost. That's crazy. So the option card is nice because now you could also replay the ace, and you can trigger its on play delete on another one of your opponent's Digimon with 11,000 DP or less. It's not bad. Would you be able to? I don't know if there's other ones that you would be able to play, like this one. This one still could probably be used. I just wanted to have an on play, but then when you attack, you can digivolve into a fighter mode. Probably not. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how this plays out. Security effect: you may play one level 3 Digimon card with the free trade from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and add this card to the hand. Okay, cool. Now it's a free way to set yourself up. Not only that, you guys know how like the little combo works. If that gets hit in security, kind of setting yourself up, because now you could drop the Wormon, use Wormon's effect. to digivolve into a level 4 or lower. So you could play Shadramon. When digivolving, now you could play a Vmon or a Wormmon. You could play another one. Now with that one, you can bring out Flamedramon or Shadramon, and then you can DNA. So you'd be able to do that on your opponent's turn. And then you're able to attack, especially if you go into this one, because now you're still resolving all your effects. You can attack during your opponent's turn. That work? That'd be crazy. So good card, definitely techable in there. And I put this battle NPC on there because this was the tamer that was using this deck in Liberator, which is still ongoing. So it is a memory setter, leaving you at 3. Has an on-play effect. By placing one level 3 Digimon card from your hand under this tamer, draw 1. Starting your main phase, if you don't have a Digimon, by playing one play cost 3 or lower Digimon card from under this tamer without paying the cost, delete this tamer. Are people really going to use this? It could work. It could work because of what you could do with the Wormmon. Because you're not paying anything, right? So let's think about it. It's your turn, you have nothing on the field. This leaves you at 3. Start a main phase, bring out Wormmon, so now you're playing it for free as opposed to paying 3. And now you digivolve into a Shadramon for 1, so now you're at 2 memory. Use Shadramon's effect, bring out another Wormmon, and now that Wormmon can digivolve into Flamedramon for 2. That's reduced by 1. Now you pay 1 again. You have 1 memory left. And now, even if it's not this Flamedramon, if it's another champion that doesn't give you that made DNA digivolve when you digivolve, then you can still pull it off because it's still your turn. In this case, you just whatever, do the DNA. Now you go. Yeah, that's crazy. So it could definitely work. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I could see myself using this actually. Pretty good. So overall, I feel like the Wormmon isn't going to be used too much. Demi Vmon, I don't think we're going to use it because you have enough DP, especially being at 13k. Stingmon and XVmon, I don't see them being used really. Dino Beamon for sure, I don't think it's going to be used at all. Imperialdramon, possibly, maybe like a 1 or 2 of, but the level 5s, like I said, are already good enough that we have. Ace mode, no, I guess Ace mode, definitely going to be used. This one's definitely going to be used. The option card, you're definitely going to see it as a tech of, definitely going to see the battle NPC at least 1 or 2 of. So it'll be interesting. Be interesting indeed. Let's move on to the Zephagamon support. And let's start with the Zepha Ace. It is a secret rare. There are multiple versions of the card. We have alternate. There's even like a ghost rare of the SP, whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's a whole lot going on with this guy. You can blast Digivolve. You have Piercing, Vortex, Blocker. Piercing, if you don't know what Piercing is, after you delete a Digimon by battle, if you survive, you proceed with checking a security. Vortex, if you play it, even though it passes your turn, you can swing into a Digimon even if you were played that same turn. So it gets Rush and Blitz basically, but you can only attack a Digimon and Blocker. That Vortex and Piercing goes off really well because the Vortex you're able to attack, turn it was played, and then boom, Piercing, you'll go through. 13,000 DP, that's crazy, it's pretty high. On play and when digivolving, you may suspend 1 Digimon. Then for every 2 suspended Digimon, you may return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. That's good. Go ahead and use this like on a Bloom Lord. And for every 2 suspended Digimon, yeah. Be a nice one for Bloom Lord. Because Bloom Lord's such a broad deck. Whiteboard deck. right? You want to have a lot of them because that's how you take advantage of bloom words when digivolving, reduce the play cost, and get security attack plus and all that jazz. So that'd be pretty good. Gonna be very good against whiteboard decks, of course, and especially like Diaboromon or things of that nature. Pretty cool. Is it, what did it say? One of your opponents? Yeah, that's nuts. Ah, is it usable in a Rapidmon deck? Let's go to the Shoto. Start your main phase by returning this tamer to the bottom of the deck. You may play one Shoto from your hand without paying the cost. Then, if you don't have a Digimon, you may play a level 3 Digimon card with Avian or Bird in any of its traits from your trash without paying the cost. End of your turn, by suspending this tamer, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and until the end of their turn, one of your Digimon with Vortex Warrior trait gets 2000 DP. That's actually crazy. That's crazy because now that guarantees you wiping your opponent's Digimon. I mean, mind you, this one you suspend a Digimon anyway, but like, I think there was a Zepha one where it gets to the point where you can Vortex, but you don't have a target, so you can't swing at something. So now with the Shoto, what it could do is end of your turn, you trigger this first, and then you do Vortex, because Vortex is also end of the turn keyword, if I'm not mistaken. So you can do this first, give it 2000, and now you can swing with Vortex, you have piercing, all that stuff. So pretty good. And this is interesting. I think this is the first of its kind that we see where you could, you know, returning this tamer and play out another one. I think this just sets up the other Shoto to give yourself blocker and this one. One that gives you blocker and piercing. Although this one has blocker, but not all of them have blocker, of course. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. So that Shoto would work for kind of the older Zephas or any of that line that doesn't have built-in piercing. Like this one here, right? You just have Vortex and security attack +1. And then here is just one digivolving and one attacking. So this is what I mean. When attacking, you'll suspend a Digimon, but they can't Vortex into it because you're already attacking. So it's kind of hard to do that. But you could return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. This one as well, let's see. When digivolving, suspend one Digimon, then unsuspend one Digimon. So that one works. So pretty good. I think those two cards pretty good for the deck. You're definitely going to see Zepha get played like crazy, just not in its deck, but other decks, because that on play and when digivolving is actually pretty crazy. And then when any Digimon suspend, this Digimon may unsuspend. I didn't even see that. that counts for himself. Oh my goodness. So you'll drop it, suspend something, Vortex, piercing, and then your own Digimon suspends, you can trigger it then. You gotta remember, keywords are, let me say, the way words are used in the cards is very important. When any Digimon suspend, this Digimon may unsuspend. If it says may, that means you don't have to trigger it. It's not mandatory. Now, if it said when any Digimon suspends, this Digimon unsuspends, then it really wouldn't work that way, because when you digivolve, you're suspending one Digimon, then you would have to resolve the other one right then and there. So that may keyword is beautiful for this card and a lot of other cards. Overflow of -4, of course, and there we go. Little wrap up of support for Virus and Imperialdramon and Zepha. Let me know what you guys think. Anything that I've said that you guys think differently, please let me know down in the comments below. A lot of you are better than I am, have better observations than I do, so share them with me, please. And here we go. See you next time.